Well, home and away fans are still reeling after a shock revelation rocked the Bay this week. The storyline centres around Charlie and her sister Ruby.
Now, in case you missed it, Charlie admitted she'd had a baby as a teenager. She originally told her sister that the little boy had died, but her story soon unravelled.
How could you lie to me? You told me the baby died when it clearly didn't.
Bruce, please try to understand. I didn't want to have to deal with all these questions. I was just a kid when it all happened. There was no way I could look after a baby.
So what, the baby was adopted?
And after a while, the only way I could cope with that was to tell myself that the baby had died.
But he didn't. He's alive, and he'd be like 14 by now.
I've got to go.
Charlie, wait!
I know who adopted my child, and I know exactly how they brought him up.
Well, then why didn't you just say this?
It was Mum and Dad.
Mum and Dad? Well, what happened to him? Where is he now?
The child wasn't born 14 years ago. It was 16 years. And it wasn't a boy. It was a girl. You're my daughter, Ruby.
We're joined now by Esther Anderson and Rebecca Breeds, who played Charlie and Ruby. Good morning, ladies. Is that tough for you guys to watch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel the exact same emotion. I was watching it getting all nervous and scared again. But, yeah, it's good.
Esther, how do you prepare for emotional scenes like that?
Basically, as soon as I get the script, you sort of start putting yourself in your character's shoes and thinking, imagine what they would be thinking and feeling. And I guess it's funny because as humans, we like to push down all our emotions and try and hide what we're feeling. But as an actor, you need to dredge all that up and use it. So you'll draw on maybe your own personal experiences or that of family or friends and your imagination, and you put it all together and on the day focus really hard and sort of stay in your headspace, and then when they say action, hope that it all comes out.
Wow, it came out, really did. I wasn't watching the clip while we were playing it. I was watching you guys watching the clip, and you were actually holding hands and taking deep breaths together. Rebecca, that's such, I mean, that's a great credit to you as both as actors, being able to look back at that, and it has an impact on you, being able to remove yourself from that and go, wow, that's great.
Yeah. I think it's you know, an important test. If you can't even affect yourself, you know, how are you going to affect other people? You know, I remember that the night it came out, this is kind of dorky to admit, but when I watched it, because I felt it so much in that moment, it was such a huge thing. Esther and I took like about half an hour to come down from getting to that place, and then you've got to wait so long to see it, and then when we actually saw it, I actually squealed and ran into my bedroom and jumped on the bed because I was so happy with how it turned out, because it really did affect me.
You'd hit it.
Yeah, and it's rare that you can do that.
Do you two get together before a scene like that? Is it something that you get together and discuss and talk about how you're going to do it?
No, when we have rehearsals, which is pretty much a day, and it's a read-through, we sort of talk about where we want it to go, and it's pretty obvious from the script and what's required. This is the pinnacle of it, but I tend to prepare on my own. I think we both we sort of you don't want to talk to anyone else. You just need, otherwise you get out of your headspace, and what's going on for Ruby is quite different to what's going on for Charlie. So,
and if you need to be in the moment with that person, reacting from there. You need to know everything that you've got going on, and then you need to be, you know, doing that with another person. If you know like what's going on behind their prepreration, then it's not as authentic, you know. You just need to be able to take them at face value. You don't want to know that, oh, you're relating this to your mum.
Man, that's so much like our relationship. Esther, Charlie's had a few attention-grabbing storylines since she moved there to the Bay. There was the lesbian kiss, now this. Which storyline have you enjoyed the most, you reckon? Because they've all been challenging.
That's tough. That's right. And generally, the more challenging it is, the more rewarding it is. Yeah. But they're both challenging. Perhaps this one was even a little bit harder. I mean, you've seen just the very start of this storyline. There's a lot more to come, and it wasn't easy. So it was probably even harder, this one. But the other one was great. There wasn't as much kissing in this one, so I don't know. Maybe if I got to kiss Beck, then this one would, you know, I could say this is better, but no, both would equally.
I'm so going to call the writers.
I know you can't give away storylines too much, but what's ahead for your characters, Charlie and Ruby?
Yeah, we can't give away a lot, but it's going to be quite hectic. I guess it's going to be, you'll see that Charlie trying desperately to bridge this gap. Ruby's just...
Well, Ruby just wants to get some security back. You know, everything that she thought her life was is totally up in the air. So obviously she goes through a big exploration of what do I do now and how do I reconcile this and where do I stand now with everything. So she goes on a long journey of, I guess, trying to find herself in the situation that she's now in.
And
so
I think the beautiful thing about this storyline, although it be tragic, is that you feel sorry for Charlie and you can sort of understand, you know, where it's all come from. But yeah, of course you feel sorry for Ruby. So neither of them are wrong. You're just rooting for them. You just want them to get back to how they were. And it's a bit of a journey.
Guys, good stuff. Thank you very much for joining us. Really compelling stuff there at the Bay. And I'll give you $5 each if you can sprain Lincoln Lewis's ankle before Sunday. All right, make it 10, but that's my last offer, $10 each. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to see you.